Hello you guys, welcome to this episode of the Appalachian History Detectives. The landowner, his son-in-law, mows this for hay. He and I were talking the other day and he was telling me about this low area on this field. He said that there was water that would stand in there. So we're gonna look for a homestead and we're gonna use the Deus II. I brought my MineLab also, and I got a new product that I wanna show you guys. Now I'm not sponsored by this guy. I'm not pitching his product because I have any connection to him or relationship to him, but he is local and he makes these. This comes off very, very easily. This is what's the existing part, and there's nothing to stop it from popping off. This guy, he makes this piece right here. So he actually makes the whole thing. So he makes this and he makes this part too. And you slide this on and you button it down and it keeps this from moving off. So we're going to try that. I'm going to see how it works. If we're successful, I'll put the link in the bottom where you can order one too if you got a Deus II. Maybe the Deus ones have those too. I don't know. Let's go out here and see if we can't find this low spot that he's telling me. So let's go take a walk. When I come into a field like this, when I'm looking for a home site, I'll use my metal detector and I go to the high places. And we will detect there. We're going to detect everywhere around here, but we're looking for anything that might be man-made. Let's go over here to the edge because I see some rocks. Look at there. This could be a foundation to a house. Yeah. So it looks like there's a row here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Right along here, but I see rocks all out through there. So this could actually be a wall from they're clearing this field. I have a sneaking suspicion it's where all these barberry bushes are, because that stuff seems to grow where old home sites are. Where I live, man, that stuff is everywhere. All right, you guys, I think we found it. Yep, I see water in there. I don't know if you can see water down there. This looks like it's stone lined. This is a cistern here or a well. So either right there is where the house stood, where we just were, or in here. Oh my gosh, let's see if we see a foundation of any kind. I don't see a chimney. You know what? It could be right here. All right, you guys, what do you think? Could this be a cellar hole here? This is a cellar right here. And I see big piles of rock over there. I think that might be the chimney. I think we found it, and we found the cistern. The big question is, how old? And what did they lose here? You guys ready to gear up and put the metal detector to the soil? Let's do it. All right, you guys, I got a great hit right here. Look at that, 91, 92. That's a coin range right there. Let's take a look at that. All right, set this aside here. Be something good. All right, right there. All right there. Let's pull that thing out. All right, we got it. We got it. What is it? What is it? It's one of these. I don't know what this is. It's brass. It almost looks like it goes in a door. A drawer. First plug. That's a great sign. You think that could go in a drawer? A piece of furniture? Could be. All right, you guys, I got a great hit right here. We're just off of the, what I think is the house site here. 86, 88. I see it. You guys see that? What is that? brass. Yeah, you can see the beautiful brass coming out right there. It's the patina is just green. This looks like it bent over, and this was straight. I would think it would be a pin of some sort, but I don't know about that right there. How old is that artifact? If you know what it is, please give me a comment down below. Let's go to the next plug. All right, you guys, I got a great hit here. 78. Let's see something. Maybe a compact. You can see right there where the hinge part is. Let's see the other ones in here. Yep, right there. Yeah, right there. I think it is woman's compact. I rarely find both parts, both halves. Typically you only find one part, one side, or you find them together, and they're typically kind of welded together from the time of being in the ground. All right, you guys, I got a faint signal here, and it sounds like it's real deep. 84, 85. Look at that. Went from an 85 to an 87. What do we got? It's got that camber, but I don't think a knee buckle has that. I don't find knee buckles that often, and I don't think that's what that is. I think that's going to be some kind of horse tack buckle. But it is the size of a knee buckle. I'm unsure about that piece right there in the center. $82 to $87. I don't see anything. Oh, there we are. I do see it. What do we have? It's a brassy thing. It actually looks like a folded over button. You can see where the shank was right there. All right, you guys, I am going to call this a button that has been folded over. And right there is where the shank went, right there. It's all round, but it's just been folded over. All right. Our first flat button. All right, let's go to the next hole. All right, I got two hits. I got a hit right here that is reading a 79. 73, 69, 73. We'll dig that up. And I got another hit over here too. 77, 74. So let's go, let's dig this one up first. And we'll dig that other one up. It's probably not that deep. It's gonna be under that rock. Oh, do we have iron? That's what it is. It is iron. Kind of looks like a wedge. A tool of some sort. So now we're going to go to the other. Right here beside it. Right there. All right. You know, there actually could be more than one house site on this land. I mean, I just came, you know, I'm only 50 feet from a truck right there. There could be another cabin site here. 75, 77. What is it? It looks like a rivet. That's exactly what that is. You can still see the leather right there. It is a horse tack rivet, probably from a saddle. Or it was just a bridle that fell off the horse and brought it in the ground. All right, you guys, let's go to the next hole. All right, you guys, the landowner is here.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I found so far. And I couldn't figure out what this was.
I don't have any idea.
And couldn't figure out what that was. Compact, and then...
I know what that is.
You know what these are?
Yeah, I know what those are.
There's a lot of them down there.
Yeah.
I fit into a lot of them. I couldn't tell what this was. It looks purposeful.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, well, thank you, Jerry. All right, I'm actually right here where the cellar hole is. And I got a mixed signal here. But it's iron. It looks like it's iron and non-ferrous. So it's, you see the iron going up over here. So that's how this read. You got iron going up over on the left and some nice metal going up on the right. So let's dig that out. Been digging a lot of mason jar lids in here. It's a chain. All right. That's a chain. All right, wah, 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 wah. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is awesome. Oh, I wonder what that went to. It's an odd looking chain. That's beautiful. It's a good day. All right, you guys, I just found this. And I find these quite often. And this is a harmonica reed. But there is something special about this one. Has anyone seen a harmonica reed that long? I have never found one that long. That thing is about 7 or 8 inches long. It still has some of the reeds in it. It looks like it might have been in a fire though. I have never found a harmonica reed that large. This is a first for me. Now, harmonica reeds, they came into the country about 1855, and they became popularized after the Civil War. And clear up until like the 1920s and 1930s, these were real popular. I'm wondering if this house is from that time period, about 1880 to probably 1930. All right, you guys, it's starting to rain, so I'm gonna have to go a little faster here. All right, I got another real nice hit right here, but I wanted you to see this. Here's a bucket, and we have found those before. Isn't that cool? 86, 83. I think I see it right here. It is another one of those. Did I hit it? It's bent. I don't think I bent that. It is another one of those. What are those? I think it went to a door. You think that went to a piece of furniture? So that's two of them. So the other one I found was right up there. And this one's right down here. So if they came from the same piece of furniture, I mean, it could have been a house fire that took this old house down. So when you have a house fire or a house that's collapsed and rotted over time, the nails, sometimes the nails will mask good signals. There's probably a ton of stuff in here. This is a site that I probably need to come back time and again and just dig it in layers. Let's see. Yeah, see this stuff all in here. Whatever it is, it's right here where this worm is. It's right here where that worm is. Oh, it's a buckle. It is a buckle. Or a centering, or what is that? It looks like it could be off of a saddle. And I found the other saddle pieces right up there on the other side of that tree. So I'm thinking this is probably horse tack, and it's brass. I found it. I found it. What in the world? I don't know what it is. All right, guys, I cleaned it up just as best as I could. And you can see the fancy right up on top there. See that? What do you think that is? It is purposefully, it might be some decoration or some medallion or plaque that goes on something, maybe a piece of furniture. All right, you guys, I had a hit here, scratchy. I popped it out, it's in the plug, but I wanted you guys to see what I see over here. There's another 2 buckets. This is a totally different bucket than what we just looked at. Very interesting. And look at this bucket. What do you think that was to? Maybe a coal bucket? All right, we'll set that stuff aside. It was real scratchy. This is it. Look at the detail on that. Is that a piece of furniture, you think? Is that a key lock escutcheon? I'll clean that up. We'll get some better pictures of that. All right. It might be a keyhole or some sort, but there is writing around that. That's a very interesting piece. I think this is a piece of furniture. This is an escutcheon. And the handle went through that right there. The property owner, the farmer, came back to get me, and we're going to go to another spot. I'm going to find one more artifact here before I leave, and we'll do the wrap up. But he's going to take me to a point over here on a mountain where a Civil War camp is reported to have been, and there was a marker over there, and he's wanting me to take my detector, my metal detector, maybe swing it over there. I told him, I said, let me find one more object, one more artifact, we'll do a wrap up. So just stay tuned. All right, you guys, I got a real good hit here. 69, solid 69. I see it. I see it. What is it? What is it? I broke it. Did I break it? Looks like a doorknob. We're going to go ahead and go. I'll show you what this is. I think it is a doorknob or something to that effect. And we'll look at it together. And we'll look at everything I found. And I apologize if this is a short video. We found a lot of stuff. I had a blast. I had a great time. But we're going to go look at where I'm told a Union camp was. It was a picket. It was a signal point. And it's on their land, and they've never let anyone up there. So he's coming to get me. And this is a total surprise. I didn't know anything about this. So you guys are going to get to see it for the first time, just like I am. All right. I think we did pretty good. And I tried to, some of this stuff I had not showed you. I took my water there and tried to clean it up a bit to see if I could tell what it is. I found 2 of these things, whatever these are. If you guys know what those are, I'll get some close-ups. I thought this might be something too. I don't think it is. I think it's a mason jar lid. But we found this piece. I don't know what this is. We found that buckle. I don't know if that's horse tack or a knee buckle, but I think it's going to be horse tack. I found 2 of these, and this actually fits in there. It fits in there pretty good. So I don't know what this is, but I think it goes to furniture. I don't know what this is either. I try to clean that up a little bit. I don't know what that is. Found that harmonica reed, the biggest one I've ever found. I found this a hinge, I believe. I found that compact. I found the rivet. I found a folded over flat button. I found this escutcheon piece, and I'll let Jerry look at it. He thinks it's for a key as well, and he thinks there's writing on that. So we'll take a closer look at that with my camera. We found this awesome lock. It's probably my find of the day. Found some iron here. Well, that's what we found. Found a lot of stuff in a little bit of time. If you guys think we should come back, let me know. We'll come back, but I'm thinking we'll come back. It's been a great site, and I actually just spent all my time just right here. I never even made it out into this field here. You guys, thanks for following me on this episode. Stay tuned. We're gonna go check out a picket signal site for a Union battery.
Logan.
Logan, what's your name? Jay. And that's your dad?
Yeah.
And is that your other boy?
Yeah.
All right. Now you guys, there's a sinkhole right here. I don't know if you guys can see it in the video, but there is a huge sinkhole, and it probably goes down to a cavern. And there's a spot right there of snow. Not much, just a spot. Today it was like 70 degrees. It is windy. Thank God I got this windsock. We're going to go to this high point right here. We don't know if it's a wives' tale, rumor, or just a story, but right here on top of this point, there is, it looks like a well. Yeah, it looks like a well. All right, you guys, I'm going to run the detector. We're going to see if we can't find some metal in here. I have ran my machine all over this, and there's some iron in the ground, but there's nothing that's repeatable. No strong repeatable signals. And except right there, I was getting some iron signals, and I did dig around, but it's full of stones, isn't it? It's completely full of stones. So, and it's real windy. So I'm gonna go over here real quick. If I don't see anything past this point, well, then you know we didn't find anything. All right, you guys, we're gonna head out of here. We're gonna go pick up the boys. They're out there somewhere. The rain is coming, and we had to do this real quick. The only thing I found was a shotgun stamp. I didn't film that. I had an audience for it though. The rains are coming in, the wind is strong, and we're gonna wrap this up. All right, you guys, thanks for joining me in this episode. Please hit like, share, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care and God bless.